Joan Leotta plays with words on page and stage. She specializes in folk and personal tales that focus on stories of the small but strong, food, family, and on the importance of kindness. She has told in Washington, D.C., North Carolina, London, England, and in Florence, Italy. She is a member of Voices in the Glen and Tar Heel Tellers and is available to perform folklore and personal tales and two-period costumed characters, Bellboyd's Aunt Comes to Visit, and I Met George Washington. As a poet, essay, and short story writer and journalist, she is internationally published and has received numerous awards. Her newest chapbook, Feathers on Stone, is from Main Street Rag. Her earlier chapbook, Languid Lusciousness with Lemon, is available from Finishing Line Press. You can contact Joan at joanleotta@atmc.net or on her Facebook page, Joan Leotta, author and story performer.
Okay, I have a wonderful story for you today. I'll bet you always wondered, or maybe you didn't, but you might after this, but actually you won't wonder because now you'll know why. Cats and roosters do not get along. Don't put them together, and this is why. Many years ago, roosters were the most powerful animal. Yeah, I know, they look small, don't they? But they had a secret. Well, they told people they had a secret. You see, roosters lived in big houses high on hills, and all the other animals worked for them. And the roosters we're going to talk about today, they lived in a big house on a hill, and they had cats working for them. Oh, they worked those cats so hard. And you say, but cats are big. Well, no. You see, the roosters had control of something very important, fire. The roosters kept a big fire burning in their house, and all the animals who worked for them, in which case this was cats, had to come to their house once a year with a little torch to light the fires in their own homes, and that was it. If your fire went out, you didn't have any warmth or any place to cook your food. And the roosters would say, if you come too close or try to get fire from us, we also have fire on top of our heads. Oh, yes, these little red cones are flames. And if you come too close, we'll burn your bushy tails and the soft pads of your feet. Ow! Wow, just thinking about that hurts. Roosters were mean. Now, Mama Cat was a very hard worker, and she worked every day for the roosters who lived in that big house. There were 3 of them, each one bigger and meaner than the other, each one with a red comb bigger and flappier than the others. Would go the roosters, and Mama Cat, meow, meow, would jump up and do whatever they wanted. One night, it was cold and rainy. It was November. Ooh, so cold. And Mama Cat had been working really late. And 2 of the cats went out to visit neighbors. And one cat fell asleep in the kitchen in front of the big fire. Oh, it was nice and warm in there. But when Mama Cat got home to her own house, Thomasina, her oldest kitten, who took care of all the other kittens while Mama Cat was working in the big house, said, Mama, meow, Mama, our fire went out. I couldn't cook supper. I didn't know what to do. Mama Cat looked. It was so cold and all the little kittens were meow, 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 bunched up together. Thomasina had put a coverlet over them and they were all close up. But even that coverlet couldn't keep them all warm, and certainly it wasn't going to heat any food for them that night. Mama cat thought and thought. Thomasina, you're a brave, brave kitten, and I'm going to send you on a very dangerous journey. Are you ready? Are you brave? Yes, Mama, said Thomasina. Mama went over by the fireplace and took 3 straws and put them in Thomasina's paw. Now go up to the big house, Thomasina, and open the door very carefully, the kitchen door. One of the roosters is in there asleep, but the others have gone out. Don't go all the way to the fireplace because they have pots and pans on the floor like an alarm system, and you'll trip on one and wake him up. Just go to that comb of fire that they're always telling us will burn the pads of our paws or our bushy tails. Just go and stick those 3 little straws right on it. Come out, put your hand up to protect the straws from the wind, and as you come home, blow on them to light the fire. And by the time you get home, they'll be flaming and we can light a fire. I'll do it, Mama. Meow, meow. I'll do it. So Thomasina took the 3 straws and she slowly crept up to the house and opened the door. And she went in softly, softly. Rooster was snoring. Thomasina stopped. Did I wake him up? No. She went up to him and very lightly tapped the red comb. Put her little hand up and closed the door and on the way home. But when she got home, the 3 straws weren't lit. Meow, meow, I'm so sorry, Mama. I don't know what I did wrong. Well, Thomasina, are you brave enough to go back? Because those other 2 roosters won't be back all night. Can you try one more time? Meow, I can. So Thomasina went back up the hill, opened the door, and went in. She took her 3 straws, tap, tap, tap on the head of the rooster. She had tapped harder because she wanted to be sure to catch the straws on fire, but she didn't want to wake the rooster up, but the rooster didn't wake up. She backed out, closed the door, and she thought maybe if she blew on them right away, they would catch faster. Maybe she had waited too long, but they still didn't catch. She went back. By the time she got back, she was crying again. Mama, Mama, I don't know what I did wrong. Said Mama Cat. This may be a problem we have to do together. Kittens? Meow. You all stay close together here, bunched under that coverlet, and I don't want anybody to move. Meow, meow, said all the little kitties. Thomasina and I have to go out. So Thomasina and Mama went up to the house. Opened the door. This time Mama was holding the 3 straws. Mama sneaked up to the big rooster. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Then Mama took her paw. She didn't like the idea of her little paw getting burned, but she put her paw right up there and touched the red top of the rooster's head. It wasn't even warm. Mama looked at her paw. Meow. Then Mama took her paw and whap right across the rooster's head. Arr! Said the rooster, and he jumped up, wide awake. Mama Cat, what are you doing here? He asked. Well, he really demanded. Kind of shouted, too. Meow, said Mama. You get away from here, or I'll take my red comb of fire and the fire from the fireplace, and I'll burn your tail and the soft fur on the little pads of your feet, and your little daughters too. I don't think so, said Mama Cat. Meow. And then Mama Cat put out her claws. If you don't move out of this kitchen and away from that fireplace, I'll scratch you. Said the rooster, and away he ran. And the other two roosters were just on their way home, and he said, They know! They know! They know! And so all of the roosters ran away. And Mama Cat and Thomasina and all the little kittens and all the other animals who worked on the farm, they moved into the big house. And those who didn't choose to live in the big house, they wanted to live in their own houses, that was fine too. But they all had as much fire as they wanted and needed to keep warm and cook their food. And no one ever feared roosters ever again, because they all knew that red comb on the top of the head was nothing